Mega Dads Live is a mature-rated podcast. It's for the Mega Dads, the Mega Moms, but not the Mega Kids. So put on those earmuffs and let's go!
What's up, everybody, and welcome back to another exciting episode of Mega Dads Live. That's right. We are here to talk about our reactions to the Nintendo Direct July 2026. We were waiting, and we got it, and it was something. We're going to talk about it. My name is Antonio, aka Hypecaster, and I am here with my best bud, Clay Miraculous Howard. How are you?
Doing well. I'm doing good. It's a good day for Nintendo. It's a good day to be a Nintendo fan.
Is it? I mean, it is. I don't want to bury the lead here. I want to get out of the way. Our initial thoughts. What did you think? Can you give me a letter grade right off the bat? And keep in mind, last time when we were doing the Xbox Direct, I changed my letter grade mid-episode and gave it a final grade. So feel free to have a little bit of wiggle room there. What did you think of this Direct?
Yeah, so, I mean, the thing that's glaring to me is how much of this Direct didn't feel like it was for me. And I try not to focus on that with these things. I try to just be excited about the stuff that's for me and just be okay with the fact that there's going to be things that aren't my taste. And I am okay with that. I just feel like, and maybe it's just the climate of gaming right now, or whatever, but it just felt to me like more than ever right now, there's just less games that I'm interested in that Nintendo is excited about, that they're working on. Not just their first party, but just everything they showed today. Really, it just felt like there was just a smaller handful of games that were for me, and then all this other stuff that maybe I would enjoy, but just from the outside looking in doesn't get me very excited. And so rather than spend time trying out games that I don't think I'll like, I'd rather just go buy a game on Steam or on Xbox or something. So, and then just keep my Switch for first party games or other games that I'm interested in. So that was a little bit of a bummer for me, just less games I was excited about. I still thought there was some good positives and some cool things. As a Donkey Kong fan, I was surprised how much Donkey Kong stuff there was. I'm interested to check out that Donkey Kong kind of...
Oh, like the Nintendo Online stuff?
Yeah, all that.
So, like, dedicated play games in the DK franchise over the years in, like, short... What was that really mini game run style?
NES Remix or whatever?
Yeah, like in the NES Remix style type thing. Across older games and platforms. Unlock things, I guess. And then also they're adding some stuff to the Bonanza. So yeah, I think that's great. You have a very level-headed approach. It's like not everything's for you. Like when I looked at it objectively, speaking of like, why are we here? Nintendo exclusives. I was asking the internet about the number of exclusive games to the Switch 2. There's only 3 that came out. So it was The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, Nintendo Switch Sports Resort, and Xenoblade Genesis. And for there to only be... And more information is coming out about this. This isn't even like fully confirmed, but it seemed like if this is year 2 of the Switch and Pokopia, whatever, didn't... let's say that didn't happen, right?
Okay.
I would be very disappointed in this year, just kind of in general. Yeah, it seems kind of light. So from me, I would give this... I am gonna hold off on the scores since you did. Let's go over the good here, right? The biggest thing, the reveal at the end, was the leaked Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. I want your thoughts based on what you saw.
Yeah, I mean, it does... The teaser trailer this close to potential release, by the end of the year, just seems a little cruel at this point.
Yes, I agree.
And so, but at the same time, it was still a really well done teaser trailer. And so I think the music alone did it for me. I liked the visuals. The single shot that we see of Link laying in bed is a little odd, and I was reading that a lot of people are having kind of issues with it. The more you look at it, you're like, is it a kid? Is it a person, like an adult? It's just kind of a weird, but it's a weird pose. It's just a weird choice for the first thing for them to reveal was like that. But everything else about the trailer I liked, just minus maybe that visual. I don't know. I just don't know if it was the best foot forward with that, but I'm still holding out until I actually see more. But yeah, I think a teaser trailer is, I don't know. I wonder how long they're going to hold off. Because, I mean, even if it's not coming to the holidays, though, they're going to have to start ramping up to promote this game by the end of the summer, I would think. Like spring, by fall, you want to start getting promotion out there for people who are buying holiday gifts and stuff. So I don't think they have that much more time, but maybe we're going to start seeing some slow rollouts here over the next month or two over the summer. Maybe we'll get some more trailers and they'll release more. I don't know, but I'm still very excited about it. I'm a little annoyed that they are being vague about what this game is. There's no little tag word that usually starts with
remake, remaster,
right,
or a
reimagine,
subtitle.
Yeah, and so the fact that there is no title, like, I don't know. I'm trying not to read into it. I'm hoping that at some point they're going to reveal more. It feels like Nintendo to not. I feel like just even putting that word out there, even though that would answer a lot of questions, I think it also raises a lot more questions. And so they probably weren't ready to handle that right now, and they didn't want to talk about it. And so that part was a little frustrating. Like I would be more excited if I knew the word that followed it, whether it was remaster or if it's a reimagining or I don't know. So I was a little frustrated at that, but excited overall.
I agree with you about if we're in a 2026 release, why are you showing like a few seconds of just him sleeping? You are showing off the visual style, right? I mean, we get the gist of at least a taste of what the color palette kind of thing might be, how bubbly the character is, the proportions. I thought it was interesting that the bed was so detailed. It's visually right away, it's like, oh, very, very new looking. Some people were like, oh, we don't want it to look like an Unreal Engine, like just like other people would have like created a mock and say, hey,
yeah, I've seen
and
those.
it did kind of look like that, which I'm honestly surprised at. It didn't feel like a way Nintendo would go, but we have to see more. It's cruel that they're teasing it. My conspiracy theory is that it got leaked and then they created this from the time of the leak to now. Because are you really going to tell me that you're going to have a monumentous announcement like this and that's your teaser trailer? Like, I don't think it was an impressive trailer. I think it could have been put together in no time with like some voiceover and looking at a tapestry and then a few seconds of the thing. It just didn't feel like the monumentous thing that it should have been. And I don't think it was just that we knew about it. Everything about this presentation, the pacing, just the choices of delivery was just people just universally are like, this was a weird approach across the board. So I don't know, my excitement level kind of went down, I'll be honest with you. When I saw it, I'm like, teased, it looks it's not hyper real, it's like Unreal Engine, like bubbly. I don't know. It's hard to describe. We need to see more. But anyway, it was obviously a highlight, period. Does Xenoblade Genesis do anything for you? Because that was the other thing that's going to be switched to exclusive. I've played some of the Xenoblades. They're also doing a slew all at once for some reason. First, it was a dry spell. Now they're like, we're going to do Xenoblade, Chronicles, like whatever, 2, 3, 4, whatever all these games are. They're going to get an upgrade, up-res or whatever. It really didn't do anything for me. It didn't look good. Did Xenoblade Genesis look good? I mean, you've seen other Xenoblade games. Do you get where I'm coming from? Like,
right.
I kind of tuned out. I was like, none of this looks like exceptionally cool. Like, they kind of brought it back in time a little bit. There's a little bit more like rapier swords and like riding mounts and like very grounded some skyline shots, but I'm like, usually they're like, here's the scale, or here's the flashiness, or here's the characters, and they're fun and quirky. None of that shit was in this trailer that I saw. Any thoughts?
Nah, man, I'd rather play Snow Runner, the ice
Available
trucking
today.
game.
Available today.
Dude, what a banger.
How about, okay, next one, exclusive, we're assuming, is Nintendo Switch Sports Resort. What did you think, Clay?
It looks fine. I'm not a huge fan of the new character designs, so I think if I played it, I would play with like ugly little me characters.
Agreed.
It feels like a little bit of just a rewash of the last one they put out. I didn't purchase it. Some of the games look fun, and they obviously have the essentials in there that have been popular since the Wii. I was hoping for the sword game to come back from the Wii Sports Resort, the original.
Yeah.
That wasn't in it. And then I love Frisbee Golf, and that wasn't in it either. So the two games that I was really excited about, they didn't have. And so I'm like, I probably won't pick it up. But it looks fine. I'm sure kids will enjoy it. I mean, it's a tried and true formula that works for them.
If you recall, I wanted this. I was excited for it. I'm like, it'd be good. Do a Switch sports game for the Switch 2. Just do it. That'll sell. That'll get me excited. How did they make it seem boring? I agree with you about the characters. It's like, oh, we redid like what a me could be or whatever and made it a different type of avatar, but it also looks generic and not interesting as congratulations. They highlighted thumb wrestling. During the presentation, they say, you know what people want to see? The quirky left field game we threw in here. They want to see the gameplay because they're going to be interested about how that could go. I say this sometimes. I was going to say I never say this, but people should be fired. Like if it was me, if you were my boss and you came to me and you're like, the internet's like pissed that you made the call to deep dive into thumb wrestling. And I'd be like, you know what? I'd fire me too. And I'd walk out the door. I'd shake your hand and I'd be like, punch me in the face once for good measure. What the hell was that? Did that interest you?
No. Unfortunately, when the direct started, I had a work meeting, so I watched the direct late, and so I had the luxury of being able to fast forward, and I tried my very hardest to not abuse it, but this was definitely one of those moments where I fast forwarded through because I wasn't live, and so what a waste. So boring. I'm so glad I didn't have to watch that live.
Next big one. We're still on the highlights here, though. We're still on the positive, okay?
Yep.
You understand? With this is the positive stuff. Kingdom Hearts 4. Now, interestingly, I was like, this trailer is like kind of the kids are older now. Have everybody wear darker colors. Have it be more grounded. There was no Disney, hardly any Disney stuff. I think I saw Goofy and Donald in there once.
Right.
This is how you're gonna show. And then you send me a video saying, here's a trailer from 4 years ago. And I watched that trailer and it got me hyped. I'm like, I missed that trailer a long time ago. And it looked way better. It's like, here's some flashy stuff. Here's Goofy and Donald talking. I love the voices. Like, what the hell was that? Originally announced in 2022, and we're getting another trailer that reveals absolutely nothing. What'd you think about this? Does it move the needle for you at all?
I mean, I'm a Kingdom Hearts fan. I'm not a diehard by any means. I've played the first three. I haven't played all the spin-offs and all that stuff, but I'm excited to see the collection coming 1 through 3. That it's not gonna, you don't have to like stream it anymore. You can actually play it locally. So I'm excited for that. I'm excited that the 4th one will eventually come to the Switch. I think that's cool. I I don't know enough about the fourth game to know like if that was a good trailer or not. I just remember getting done and being like, I feel like I've already seen this clip before. And then I went back and watched that trailer and I'm like, I don't know if that's the same character, but this looks like a boring like real world cityscape and a big black enemy, or a big dark enemy, I guess I should say, like a big shadow enemy. And so it's like, this feels exactly like the last trailer that came out 4 years ago. So that's why I sent it to you, because it's like, this is like the same thing. So it was a little underwhelming. I think if they could have announced some Disney properties that were going to be in the game, that would have created, I think, a lot more hype. But what do I know? I'm not a diehard. So.
No launch date on that one for
Nope.
anybody
Still
wondering.
still not close.
Okay, did we talk about Xenoblade? Yeah, it's the other one, Fire Emblem. So
Yeah.
they showed the new Fire Emblem game, and I'm a Fire Emblem fan. I like Three Houses like a lot of people did. Skipped out on the one where it was like not Reverb, I forget what the name of it was called. But Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave is coming. That's this year. If you know Fire Emblem, a lot of it's like the combat, right? Interesting combat, strategic combat. But then they keep showing this arena, which is like relatively small indoor coliseum type thing, and they don't show a whole lot of clips of like interesting battlefields. Just off the top of my head, maybe adding in some element of verticality because it's always kind of on a grid may help. Maybe like a huge visual upgrade to the series might have been interesting. Maybe some colorful, interesting characters may have been interesting. We didn't get any of that. Does this do anything for you? Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave?
No, I've just never been a Fire Emblem guy.
Coming September 17th. So that's interesting. I'm trying to do the stuff that was bigger. They showed the Duskbloods, kind of. Didn't give a detail of release date on the FromSoft game coming. They just showed another trailer that didn't show too much. Very short showing there. That was a big one for people. That's a very anticipated game. I think it just goes to this direct being a lot of stuff we knew about that was old that they show again and didn't do a good job showing. What falls under that category? Kingdom Hearts, the Duskbloods, Orbitals. I mean, even the Orbitals trailer we saw, we were pumped for that. That's coming September 3rd. I'm still pumped for it, but they show it again and don't really like, I don't know. It's just I feel like they were really padding this one out. Fire Emblem, again, that falls in the same category we keep talking about. This one interests me. They opened up the show. They set the tone with Rhythm Paradise Groove coming July 2nd.
Rhythm Heaven Groove.
Rhythm Heaven Groove. What do you think about it?
It looks great. I've heard really good things about these games. I've never played any of them, but I've always wanted to. I think I own the Wii game. I've just yet to boot it up. But I like rhythm games and stuff, so it actually piqued my interest, and the mini games seem kind of fun and cheeky and stuff. So depending on when it comes out and the price, I could be convinced to pick this up. I actually thought it looked fun, and the multiplayer looks appealing too.
I'm gonna just be completely honest. I was in before I saw it because I was like, I heard great things, right? So it has something going for it. Then they show it in the, I don't want to say the worst way possible because I'm sure there could have been a worse way to show it, but they spent a good minute showing you that the gameplay is hitting on the rhythm and explaining that concept to us like it's, you know, like it's the newest technology in the world. It's like hit A now, 1 2 A, 1 2 A. Like, I don't know who made that call, but I'd fire them too. For
Well,
some,
so let me argue back with you though. I think my thought would be, I don't know this, but I'm assuming, I wonder if people go, hey, we have this new Rhythm Heaven game coming out. But statistically, in the past, we don't have great sales of this game outside of Japan, and so maybe they thought, hey, maybe we should spend some time at the beginning of this direct and explain how this game works to people who may not be familiar with this property. So maybe this was like their way of like trying to boost their sales. Like, hey, we want to keep making these games, but we've got to like up our sales, and so maybe they're trying to like educate people on how to play it and like show people how simple it is. I don't know. That's the only thing I can think of. But I agree with you. It is kind of an odd choice. And so that's why I wonder if maybe there's a real strategic choice behind it of them trying to educate and promote internally of their own product. I don't know. That's the only thing I can think of maybe why. Because you're right. It is odd how much time they spent. Because you're like, all right, we get it. Press A, 1, 2, 3, A, 2, 3, A. Like, okay, we get it. Move on. And it just felt like it lingered, didn't it?
so I'm with you about the educating. I think that might help, but you do have the tree house, and I go back
Yeah,
to
show it there. Yeah.
I go back to this was their first announcement. This is what you set the pace with. Uh when I saw they opened with this game, I was like, uh-oh, that kind of says something about like what you had. Like usually you're supposed to open big, ramp it up a little bit, then you could take a little bit of a lull, then at the end is always the big stuff. um someone had a pacing issue. We already talked about it. I thought this was not like, if there's another game called Mr. Records, I think, and I saw a trailer, and then I saw a second trailer, and it was, at the first one didn't interest me, the second one was really good, and it focused on the music being really catchy, and it's also I think a rhythm game, and I was like, oh yeah, and it showed like the variety and the colors and all that, and that's how you sell this type of game to me, not by like explaining it. But again, I'm not everybody. You need to educate. I totally agree with you. Um, and then there's kind of the rest. Final Fantasy Resonance is a Final Fantasy franchise, so official, not like some other franchise. So it has the Final Fantasy moniker and all that, with HD 2D. I thought it looked really good. I like Final Fantasies. I'm gonna look something up because I don't want to speak out my ass, but I'm pretty sure that I had heard that this was a reimagining, or it takes part of the Gotcha game that was released previously. But I want to verify that. Did this move the needle for you at all? Do these visuals sell you on RPGs?
No. Unfortunately they do not. And yeah, this is a really really lame softball to lob me over here for me to fill time while you look something up when I have literally nothing to say about any of this. Bro,
Final.
by now you know what kind of games I like. You know that I'm not into this garbage. Go ahead.
This is garbage. Final Fantasy Resonance is not entirely brand new, as it is a single player HD 2D console adaptation of the first story arc from the now closed mobile gotcha game, Final Fantasy Brave Exvius. It's not a direct port, but they claim to overhaul the experience, removing the gotcha elements, removing the microtransactions. That seems lazy, but maybe I don't know anything about anything. I thought it looked cool, and then I saw that you could summon Cloud, and something in my mind went off. I'm like, wait, this is one of those like spin-off games where they milk the love of the franchise by saying, look at all the old characters. There's got to be like 50 of these things that have come out already. Like, I'm not interested in that. If it was going to be a Final Fantasy game, I want a new Final Fantasy game. Or if it was going to be a spin-off, at the very least build it from the ground up. Like, I don't know. Did you have any other highlights that came at you from the, because again, I think there was
Oh yeah.
between
Oh
30
yeah,
and
dude.
50 games. What else kind of yucked your yum a little bit? Like,
Yeah,
what was
so
great?
Splatoon Raiders had another good trailer.
I wish it was co-op. Is it not? Like, it's
I
single
don't,
player, single player, single player. Like, we can't even co-op. Because I
I
was
don't know,
thinking, I'm like, this would be great. Me and you fighting the fish.
right?
It looks good. Like, I
I
think I'm gonna have fun with it. Period. I
For
pre-ordered
sure.
this.
I need to rewatch the trailer, but I remember at one point I was listening to the wording and the way the narrator said something at the beginning. I need to rewatch it, but he didn't say it's single player only. He said it's a single player focused or something.
Mm,
So the terminology I think was weird, and I have to rewatch it. Maybe I'm wrong, but I wonder if maybe there's like a co-op way to drop in and out that you could do, that it's not massively multiplayer. I don't know. Keep holding our breath, but it's probably not going to happen. It's probably just going to be. But I'm with you, dude. I wish it looks like it would be so fun to have, even if it could just be two people. I think it would be so much fun. But
yeah,
um, was it the most amazing trailer in the world? Maybe not, but I do think it was one of the more impressive ones.
agreed.
And we did see some things that we haven't seen before, so that was all good. Star Fox continues to look great. That one, I don't know if we saw as much new stuff. It kind of felt like most of what we had already seen, but we did have a direct for it, so I give them a pass on that. Orbitals continues to look really good. That's the 2-player co-op anime, like 80s anime looking style one. That's continuing to look great. We saw a little bit more of that. Minecraft coming to Switch 2 is always a welcome thing. I'm probably going to buy that game for the umpteenth time just to get some better visuals, but whatever.
Yeah, I love the better visuals in Minecraft. Even if you
Yeah,
do like the not the skins. What do they call it when you download like
textures.
the texture stuff? Yeah.
Yeah.
So it looks like they did some like cool lighting. Stop the presses really quick because I got something here.
All right.
Splatoon Raiders isn't single player only after all.
Okay.
This is from a GameSpot article. A single player focus that also supports up to 4 players in co-op, either locally or online. LFG. Let's
I hope that's
go.
right, dude. I hope
I
that's
hope
not
this is
wrong.
right too. Um,
Just
I think they could work on their messaging a little bit. Don't you think with some of this? But I didn't watch
I
the
wonder.
Treehouse.
I wonder if it's going to be in the. They're doing a direct, so I wonder if
Yeah.
they're saving some of this stuff. Like
Yeah.
I think it's going to be like, ooh, here now you can actually play with up to 4 players, and
Mhm.
they want to promote their video chat and stuff. Like they're trying really hard to sell that right now. Even with Star Fox and like the face things, like I wonder if they're going to have kind of a big push to play online together with this.
Um,
Uh,
the Star Fox demo being available now was my highlight. I was like, let's go. Give me a little. I love the available now.
Yep.
I thought that was good. Go ahead.
I've got a few more things, and then I'll be
Please.
done with my positive. Big Walk looks really fun. It's the 4-player or the multiplayer game where you're like walking
Weird.
around in nature with. I don't know. It kind of reminds me of what's the game we play where you climb the mountain together. It's
Peak.
kind of
Peak.
Yeah, it's kind of those like silly social interactive games. So
Mhm.
I thought that looked fun. The new Rayman game looks really good, or it's not a new game, it's a remake of the Rayman Legends, but that game looks fantastic. Like I'd probably pick that up. I was interested to see them bringing Ninjala back. You
Oh
remember
yeah,
when that
I
was a
do
thing?
remember that. Yeah, yeah.
It kind of I didn't wasn't fully paying attention, but I think they're going to like a more single player experience with it. At least that's what it looked like to me in the trailer. Instead of doing this like battle royale type thing, they're just gonna go to like a single player story kind of thing. I thought that was kind of interesting too. Um, but other than that, I think we hit on
most of
most
the
of it.
stuff.
Yeah.
We got a lot of ports. DayZ's coming, Warhammer Space Marine 2, SnowRunner available today, Metal Gear Solid Master Collection Volume 2, Rise of the Tomb Raider available today. Final Fantasy Online, they mentioned that's coming again. I don't know. I wanted a sign that, I mean, this is the summer direct, right? Isn't the summer direct supposed to be the best you have?
It used to be, yeah.
But let's just look on the bright side and say Fire Emblem's better than we expected. Splatoon knocks it out of the park. Orbitals is going to be super fun co-op stuff, me and you. Uh, Star Fox is going to be better than expected. Ocarina of Time is going to come out this year, so that means that they have to be holding it off for something. So Star Fox has to release. What else has to release? What was the September? Splatoon has to
That's
release.
not September, but
well, so, I mean, they're timing this kind of odd because it's June. It's going to be out by December. Is this a possibility, a signal, any danger of this getting delayed, The Legend of Zelda or Ocarina of Time?
not if it's their holiday. Like, dude, it's gonna sell so well. It's gonna sell consoles, bro. And if they put out a special edition console for it, oh my gosh, dude, people will be buying those up for the holidays. No
I'll
doubt.
upgrade. I've been saying I'd upgrade my Switch to an OLED. My Switch 2 OLED, I can't wait for them to do that. There's a lot of stuff to play. Can you imagine being someone who waits to play on Nintendo and like you didn't play any of the ports and now you get like all this stuff and you're like, oh, I finally get to play, Metaphor Fantasio on this, like that they're in a great spot. I think the early adopters kind of they're getting a little bit here. I think in this gen for Switch a little bit. I think you also could have remixed and represented everything with different pacing. Put a little bit more, a different strategy on some of the trailers and show them in a different angle and light. Let's say the Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time remake showed like 6 things really fast, right? And they let us dissect it for the next 2 weeks. And like everybody's making videos about like, what does this screenshot say about Hyrule Field? Like, is that whatever in the background? Not even all of it, but some of it. They can keep us doing that for a long time. And they didn't even do that. And I think that was kind of disappointing. I'm going to give this Direct a C-, almost a D grade. What is your letter grade?
Yeah, I was thinking C plus when I walked into this, and I don't think I've faltered from that. It's good to see that there's a lot here, and I think for certain types of fans of video games, like David, who couldn't be here for recording tonight, he actually seemed pretty positive about it coming out.
Oh yeah,
So
he loves Xenoblade.
Right, he loves Xenoblade. I think a lot of these games he's like interested in, and so he was way more excited than we were. And so it's just like it's not for everybody, And so I'll take what I can get. I'm excited for what's coming. I'm excited that we're gonna get a Zelda game this year, and I hope that they don't screw this up. I'm curious to see how they play it out, and I'm here for it. So, and the rest of it's all good stuff too. I'm stoked for the summer games, dude. Star Fox and Splatoon Raiders, I'm 100% in on those. I can't wait to play those. And anything else we get on the side is a little bit extra. So,
is the idea that they are also holding out for something else that could be a December game, like a holiday game, or is this the slate? What's your feeling? What's your gut tell you?
Look what they did with Star Fox. I mean, they literally announced it a month before you can play it, And so
they condensed it, yeah.
It could happen, man. They could drop something. I mean, are we gonna get a Pokemon game is the new next gen Pokemon game? I thought it was
2027 Winds and Waves.
Is that 2027? Okay.
I think so.
So that's an off year. Yeah.
That if you're gonna tease something a little bit again, we could have used a little bit more of that because that was a logo reveal, I think.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have mind a peek. Like you can do what all the other like big companies do and just like show everything and be like, look, even no matter how far out it is. But you're right. Their strategy seems to be, show less ahead of time until they're like ready to go. I could see that the kids go back to school in September and right away they announce the direct, or they announce a direct where they reveal the holiday game, and they're like, not only that, we got one more thing coming, and it's available in late November, and right for Black Friday. Yeah, we'll see. Well, Nintendo is doing Nintendo things out here, and I'm going to choose to believe that they will have even more for us later in the year. This can't be everything. That is my wish. That is my wish. We will talk to you all next time for another exciting episode of Megadad's Live. Thank you for being here, Clay.